Welcome back to Life is Love School. I got an interesting question from somebody in the group, so let me read it to you. She said, I did something I probably shouldn't have done. My boyfriend's phone was left unlocked on the counter and he stepped outside. So I went against all my good judgment and I scanned his phone. I found exactly what I was afraid of. He has another woman. His text to her referenced I love you and I miss you, and she reciprocated. They spoke about how much they hate being apart. I lost my cool and I confronted him right there and then. I feel so bad for what I did, but I'm also devastated. What should I do? So first of all, take a deep breath. I always say that, but you're under a level of shock. Even though you expected perhaps bad behavior, to see it in reels is still really a shock. So for the next few days, try to be as kind to yourself as possible. And then understand that your intuition did not lie to you, right? You can see this as you got super lucky. Maybe you shouldn't have gone through his phone, but there is a reason why you felt compelled to do it. The universe is literally sending you a super mega strong signal that this is not the guy for you. And in fact, I would say that a cheater is probably not a guy for anyone. I know it feels bad right now, but imagine if you found out about his cheating many more years down the road. Perhaps by then you married him, you have kids. Imagine how bad you would feel. So you can see this as the universe's protection for you, and that might help you feel a little better too. I don't know how he handled you confronting him, but if he in any way tried to shift the blame onto the fact that you checked his phone, that is called deflection. And deflection is a technique that abusive people use to shift the responsibility away from themselves by misdirecting you. So if he did that, that's a very bad sign. Because what it means is that this guy is not ready to take responsibility for the bad things he did. So he's trying to confuse you. So for those of us who grew up with hypercritical parents and we have lower self-esteem and perhaps we tend to self-blame, deflection works really, really well on us because we'll eat it right up. And this is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about helping women build strong self-love and strong self-esteem, because when you know your worth, you're much less likely to put up with this type of behavior. If deflection is a topic that you would like me to dig deeper into, as well as how to handle it, put it in the comments and let me know, and I'll do a video about it. So in general, if you have a relationship where you feel like you can't trust your partner, you got to look into that, right? Snooping around and living in fear is not the way to go. You have to try to communicate open-heartedly with the other party and see if you could build that trust. If you can't put your head in the sand and hope that magically you'll get better. It will not. It actually generally tends to get worse and worse over time until eventually somebody cheats. Self-love is so incredibly important. When you love yourself, you have a clear understanding of what you will and will not accept. So if you're interested in building more self-love, check out the Made to Shine workshop, and I'll put the link below. It's a 12-week program where I literally go soup to nuts to help you heal from the past and build your self-love from the inside out. This is something that I put my entire heart in because I went through this very difficult journey, and I don't want anybody to have to struggle the same way I did. I figured it out, so I want to show you this easy path. If you have a question, send it to me. I always love hearing from you. See you next time.